All right, now we have a couple more to go on. Let's continue our implementation on our wrapper. And what I want to try to do now is just to test the compatibility. Okay, so we're basically testing whether a schema would be compatible if this is registered as the next version. All right, so we're going to have self, subject, schema string, schema type, and return an optional boolean. Okay, so we're basically expecting the subject, so that's the subject to test against. The schema string, which will be the schema definition, and the schema type, which will be one of Avro, JSON, or protobuf. And we're going to return true if this is compatible, false if it's not compatible, and none if we do get an error. Okay, so I can do a try build the schema. We get the schema string, schema type, and it'll be like, okay, it's okay if we get the client test compatibility function. We get the subject, and the schema will be the schema object. Okay, so we can log that to say compatibility test for a subject, and we print something like schema type dot upper to be the result for OK. Okay, and we return bool for that. Awesome. Otherwise, failed to test compatibility for subject. Perfect. Now, based on a specific subject and the schema type, we can call out the test compatibility from Confluent Kafka, and this is do the check for us. Okay. Finally, let's work on some cleanups. Let's say we want to delete a subject. We can call the delete subject. What's the subject we want to delete? String. If it's permanent, and turn a list of int. Now, this is going to delete all versions of a subject. Okay, so this permanent means that if it's true, it's going to perform a hard delete in case the server allows that. And then we're just going to return the list of the deleted version numbers. Could be empty, all right? This is just for us if you want to test a couple things and you want to do cleanups between repeated executions of your code, you can do this, okay? So let's get the versions to be deleted using the delete subject method. Okay, you can just log it, deleted subject, and then I can say, was it permanent? And then we can see the versions. Okay, let's return it. Then we can have an exception. We do failed to delete subject, pass the subject and the error. Okay. Now, what if we want to delete just a version? We can have a version. Let's return an optional. Okay, so this is going to be returning. We want to get the version number or the string latest. That's why we want to allow these to say delete the latest or delete one of the versions. That's why we're accepting integer and string. And the return will be the deleted version number or nothing or error. Okay. So finally we can do call the delete version. We send the subject and the version. Deleted subject equals to subject version equals to version, and return it, or error. Let's log it. Failed to delete version for a subject, and return on. Okay, so there's a typo here. All right, here. Awesome. Yep, we have completed our wrapper. Now you see that there was a lot that I have implemented here. Your homework will be to create a tester script just like we've done with the admin wrapper, so you can test the functionalities and keep checking on the UI. And I'm going to provide in the next video a suggestion solution, just using and doing some tests. If you don't want to implement this yourself, you can copy from the GitHub repo to use my version, but I highly encourage you to try to do it, at least for some of the methods that I have implemented. And then in case you find some gotchas, you can go there and modify yourself. Okay, so in the next lesson, let's go through the tests, but I'll have the code ready this time. See you.